Oh, Megan, don't wear shirts with your daughter's name on them. I get it. There's so many layers to liberty. And, it's the last day of the Trump presidency. We're going to get liberated from that. And it's your daughter's name, and it's some bedrock of the country, blah, blah. Just don't wear your daughter's name embroidered across your breasts. So we started today. What do we talk about? I don't even remember. The Trump leaving? What did? His approval rating you talked about, right? That he's going out by all accounts, because you named one statistic, as a loser. And you did mention in that segment, although there were or policies of his that he enacted that you thought were good for the country. I'd love to know what those were, where you found any kind of shining light in this piece of crap administration. But I'm not going to hold my breath for those specifics. And then when talked about what Biden needs to do, he has so many things that he has that are sort of in crisis at the moment. And you chose to go on a soliloquy about the Russian guy. I forgot I forgot his name. The one who was just poisoned, who just went back to Russia and just got arrested and thrown in jail. I get it, that we have ignored our allies and emboldened our enemies through this administration, through just a lack of care or maintenance. But that was an odd thing to say. What, as top priority, what does Biden need to do? And it's to go save this guy. Agreed. He does need, he needs help. But to spend, I don't know, a good 3.5, 4 minute soliloquy on that as the most pressing thing that Joe Biden needs to do immediately in office was a head scratcher of a decision. Not to take away its importance, it's just of everything that's going on right now. That's where you threw your weight. Was an interesting choice, and at the expense of everything else. Not one other thing was mentioned but him. So that was an interesting, forceful plea on your part. And then, you could stop referring to New York City as an absolute disaster. You don't live here. I don't know the last time you were here. So, yeah, crime's gone up. It isn't the same place that it was a year ago, but it's not an utter disaster, as you're explaining. And yes, we all agree that Bill DeBlasio is just a disaster of a mayor. I look forward to his absence from our political scene. And whatever the pissing fight is between him and Cuomo doesn't help anybody. I look forward, we're going to run out of vaccines by Friday without some kind of intervention. And, he goes on TV to make I look forward to our negotiations with the federal government being not on a daily press conference. Maybe, hopefully that can be resolved with other phone calls. So yeah, he is a, I believe you called him a dumpster fire. But I think, for the past year, we've been really unfair to dumpster fires. But, sure, DC might look like a war zone. You mentioned twice the amount of troops that are there, but it's there for security. It's not, there's no active gunfire. So I wouldn't necessarily, say it's worse than Baghdad. Although I don't know what's happening in Baghdad today. It's not a war zone, Meghan, because there's no gunfire. There's no active, shells heading your way. So that's it for today. We got a big one tomorrow. I don't even know. I assume you won't even be on. We'll be watching Joseph Robinette Biden, I believe Jr., be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. Robinette, isn't that a great middle name? So patrician. So yeah, go Liberty.